Hello, so we have a question here on compound interest, and we have a $50,000 investment at a 5% nominal interest rate, and we have to determine the value of the investment after 3 years of it being compounded yearly, monthly, and continuously. So first we have a formula that's provided in the data booklet, where FV is the future value, PV is present value, and we multiply that by 1 plus R, R being the percentage interest rate, or nominal interest rate, over 100k, and k being the amount of times it's compounded per year, to the power of kn, k being the amount of times it's compounded per year, and n being the number of years. So all we have to do is find a value. So PV, well, we know we start off with 50,000. Okay, and then now we have R. We know which is 5%. So R is 5. K is the amount of times it's compounded per year. For part A, that's going to be once, because there's only 1 year in a year. And then for N is going to be equal to 3, because we're calculating for 3 years in the future. Okay, so all we have to do is input this. So 50,000 multiplied by 1 plus 5 over, k is 1, so 5 over 100 to the power of k times n is 3. And if you type that into your calculator, you're going to get 57,881 and 25 cents. So that's the answer to the first one. Now we can do something similar for monthly. So for monthly, we know that months, there's 12 months in a year, so make k 12. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to apply k in the two places where it changes. So this would be 1200 because 12 times 100, and this would be 36 because 12 times 3. And if you type that into your calculator, you will get $58,073.61. And as you can see, the more as we compound more frequently, our investment actually increases over time, more so than the shorter compound periods. So how do we do continuous compounding? So we actually use a different formula, which is not provided in the data booklet. It is PV multiplied by e to the power of r, well, it's a variation of r, and times the number of years, which is n. So you have to keep in mind this is not providing the data booklet. This r is not exactly the same thing. R has to be expressed as a decimal. So in this case, r would be 0.05. You might want to use a different variable if this confuses you. Maybe use just any other letter. And n would still equal 3. And PV would still equal 50,000. And E is a mathematical constant. You just type it in your calculator. And E is around 2.718. So yeah, all we have to do is input that into our calculator through this formula right here, and we'll get around $58,091.71. So as we compound more frequently, our investment becomes greater over time, and these are the answers. Thank you.